What else did we watch?
Want to play a game?
Truth or Dare.
Truth.
Did you watch this movie?
I did.
Did you enjoy it?
I mostly.
Okay.
Truth or Dare 2017. Available on Amazon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Is this the one with the extended version and the short version?
There is.
Okay.
Yeah.
The one on Amazon
10 minutes
or
difference.
the one maybe it's on Netflix is an hour and 28 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
We watched the hour and 40-minute extended version.
And that's worth it, I guess. Because
Supposedly there's a lot more gore and a lot more scary stuff, and we didn't think there was that much gore and scary stuff even in that.
It wasn't that bad, so I think the short version would be really tame. Yeah.
Pick up the longer version, hour and 40 minutes.
Definitely.
Well, a girl walks into a Mexican gas station and sets a random stranger on fire while apologizing to her. Almost sounds like the beginning of a joke, doesn't it? Girl walks into a Mexican gas station and sets someone on fire.
Yeah.
Boy, is he hot.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, but anyway, that's it. Then we fade away, and two college girls are talking about their last spring break together. Olivia had volunteered for Habitat for Humanity, but Marky took her off the list so the six friends could all go on break together. That's what friends are for.
And then they have a montage of going on break.
Vacation in Mexico.
The credits, yeah.
Montage as the credits roll.
And I guess the actors really filmed those on their own.
They went to Mexico
hanging out. They actually went
film.
to location and spent a day having fun and filming each other and playing for real.
Olivia meets a guy named Carter at the bar on their final night in Mexico. He saves her from a creep named Ronny at the bar. Carter knows a place they can go, but he takes them to an abandoned old house with a cooler full of beer inside. At some party.
Yeah.
'Cause they couldn't have got beer in the city.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ronny catches up to them, and not long after, Carter suggests the group play...
Let's play a game.
Truth or Dare.
Something like Truth or Dare. Yeah.
Finally, it's Carter's turn. He chooses Truth. And he says, I needed to find someone with friends that I could lure here to play this game, because I'm okay with strangers dying if it means I get to live.
And then he runs for it.
And then he runs away.
Yeah.
They're like, what was that about?
So they all go back to the States.
But
and
he grabs Olivia and tells her the rules. Do the dare or you die.
Uh-huh.
Just follow the rules and you'll be okay.
Yeah, just do you
Do the
play the
dare
game
or
and
you
you'll be
die.
okay. Yeah.
Then they all go home to university because break is over. Olivia starts seeing the phrase truth or dare everywhere. Scratched into her car, on the side of the wall, every place.
And other people don't see it scratched into the car. Only she does.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's something.
Even strangers start coming up to her and asking her to choose.
Truth or Dare.
Olivia finally chooses truth and shouts out, Marky is constantly cheating with Lucas. In the very public library, while Marky and Lucas are both present.
Oops,
It
spilled the
doesn't
beans.
go well.
Yeah, and it's not just that. It's kind of
always
terrifying.
an inconvenient truth.
She starts, everybody in the library starts saying truth or dare, truth or dare, truth or dare, and like
And their faces
clustering in
change,
her.
like
Yeah,
it's
there's
an
this
Instagram kind of
There's this
thing.
great big distorted grin on everybody's face.
Joker face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, without the paleness. And she screams out truth, and they all in unison say, what's the secret that you're keeping for your best friend? And then she screams out and spills the beans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucas then goes next, and he gets the question, and he tells Olivia that he loves her, but he does now believe that the game is real because truth or dare got burned into his arm. Marky then gets one, tells her to break Olivia's hand. Olivia's like, okay, you have to do it now, and hands Marky a hammer, and Marky does it.
Didn't we have a death before then?
Not yet.
The pool guy didn't happen first?
I've skipped a line.
You
okay.
skipped Ronny.
Before Lucas's turn, Ronny gets a turn.
Because they get further convincing.
Yeah. Ronny chooses dare and has to expose himself at the bar. At first he agrees, but then he changes his mind and falls off the table, breaking his neck in a very Final Destination kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
This then goes out on video to everyone. Olivia sees the video and remembers what Carter told her.
Truth or dare.
Then Lucas gets the truth, and then Marky gets the dare and has to break her hand. Brad is up next. He chooses truth. He then runs into his dad at the hospital and has to tell him the truth that he's gay and has been avoiding his policeman father.
And that's good. He feels good after that to get it off his chest.
Doesn't always seem to hurt.
So it doesn't. It's not always a bad thing, or so we see.
Usually.
So we think. Yeah.
Next up is Tyson, who is interviewing for medical school. He chooses truth, but then he lies when he gives his answer. He then takes out his lucky pen and jabs it into his forehead. Rather hard.
Into his eye.
Into his eye, okay.
And then bangs his head again in the wall to jam it all the way in.
All the way through.
Yeah.
Penelope then tries to choose truth, but it won't let her. As a dare, she's forced into taking a dare. She has to walk along the roof of a building until she finishes a bottle of vodka. She drinks it all and then falls, but manages to survive the fall.
So she completed the dare.
She did. She
survived it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got kind of lucky, but she survived it.
Yeah.
They research a news article about the girl in the pre-credit sequence. She's still on the run for setting that other girl on fire, but the game hasn't killed her yet. She and Carter and her friends partied in the very same Mexican church, and now it's her turn again. The girl pulls out a gun to shoot Olivia, but Penelope jumps in front of the bullet and dies.
Ends up getting it anyway.
They continue to research that particular Mexican church. A priest was murdered there, and not long after there was a massacre. The only survivor was one young nun. Olivia gets a new turn, and she chooses dare, and this dare is to have sex with Lucas.
It's rough, but yeah okay, we gotta.
They track down the nun, and she explains how the nuns were abused by that priest. She originally summoned the demon named Calyx, who possessed the game.
Because the priest was abusing them all.
Yeah.
And she summoned the demon to help them, which he did, but then there was strings
and
attached.
Then it went downhill.
Yeah, he kept killing. So,
many of the nuns died in the game, and the cost was she was able to live, but she had to sacrifice her own tongue. There's this ritual with a bottle and a spell, and finally you got to cut your tongue out and put it in the bottle, and the demon gets locked in there.
And the reason it got released was because they were horsing around at the church. They broke the bottle that had the sacrifice in it. So,
oops.
Yeah.
Brad then gets killed in his next turn, and now only Lucas, Olivia, and Marky survive. Olivia has to go next, and she ends up telling Marky that it was her fault that Marky's father committed suicide. I saw that coming an hour ahead. She mentioned that there was a super secret. They track down Carter, and the whole group sets off to go back to the old church.
Adventures.
They make Carter read the spell 7 times. At gunpoint, Olivia orders him then to cut out his own tongue. He does it, but before the spell is complete, Lucas is possessed and kills him, and then cuts his own throat. Olivia then makes a YouTube video explaining the game, and it sucks in thousands of new players.
All her friends, her social media friends.
Yeah.
Because that's how the game works. You have to have a group of friends that you can pass it on to. Well, she's got friends, thousands of them.
The game goes viral.
Yeah.
Not the happy ending you were expecting.
No. Calyx wins. Yeah.
As usual in this kind of movie, the 6 main characters are mostly unlikable with the exception of the main character, Olivia.
I thought they were more likable in this one than typical.
They spend a lot more time on the characterization
nearly as
this.
much. Yeah.
The movie gets to the rules right away and starts with the actual plot very quickly. This, however, means they have more time to drag things out and people don't die fast enough. It's only 6 characters, and like Kevin said, they spend a lot more time on characterization, and you get to know the people better.
Started caring more about these people than typical in this sort of thing.
But you know what's going to happen to them, so don't care too much.
It was almost a spoiler at the beginning, the way that opening scene before the opening credits, where she's at the gas station on the run, and it's clearly some demonic force that is not omnipotent probably, but she can't get away from it no matter what she does, and it's dark magic, and it's like, well, these people are all doomed. There's no fighting magic that powerful, or this being that powerful, or whatever it is. But I thought it was a little bit of a spoiler, like, oh, they're all doomed.
It's hard to beat magic.
It's not going to be a happy ending.
Well, we watched the extended unrated version, which was supposed to be extra gory, but I still thought it was pretty tame.
Pretty tame as far as
It
these
just
things
sort of felt
go.
kind
There
of
was
long and
some.
slow.
Yeah, there was some gore, but not yeah.
The ending and the last minute twist were good, but overall the movie was pretty predictable and so-so, I thought.
Well,
I'd give it a solid 5.
I give it a 7, maybe an 8. Yeah, 7. I thought there were moments when it could have been predictable and wasn't quite. Like when she's walking around the roof and she's all drunk and trying to complete that task, and there's this
There's a
spiked
fence.
fence. And it's like, oh, it's so obvious she's going to fall on the fence, and she didn't. And there were things that, throughout the movie, it's like, oh, this is going to happen, and it doesn't. So that it wasn't completely predictable, not as much as as typical of these
I
kind
like
of
the one
movies.
where she had to smash her hand with the hammer.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to
Owie.
do it. Smash my hand with the hammer. And she's like, here, hurry, please, smash my hand.
Trying to convince her. Yeah. Owie.
Ow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Truth or dare?
Truth.